బ్యాక్ టు న్యూస్. వైఎస్ వివేకానంద కూతురు సునీతారెడ్డి మీడియాతో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
And does such heinous things an elderly person who is defenseless? I mean, this is just not acceptable. The one thing that I realized is that people cannot get away with this kind of things. I also realized that if somebody like my father gets killed in such a way and can get away with it, then I'm afraid that this kind of phenomenon will come back again and again. When children make mistakes, we reprimand them. And so similarly, if something like this happens and we don't find the culprit, that will only encourage that kind of a behavior. So many people advise me, you're a doctor, you have a bright career, you have 2 children and you're responsible for them. Why don't you take care of them? The person who's gone is gone. Let it go. You fighting this is affecting not just you but your children as well. But I wonder, I ask myself, what is the right thing to do? I keep wondering myself, what is right? I really don't have an answer to what is the answer to that question. Is my responsibility only to take care of my children and be selfish towards what is left? Or should I, however difficult it is, whatever be the ordeal, should I try to find the culprit, because that will potentially help not the community. The judge in his judgment had told, while the murderers make merry, the hapless victims weep. I think he understood what we as a family are going through. I'm not a politician, neither am I an activist. But I felt that killing someone is not right. It is not acceptable and it should not be encouraged. If a murder of somebody of a stature of his stature, who was brother to the ex-chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, who is uncle to the current chief minister, is not solved and the killers can get by, just think about what can happen to an ordinary person. We need to find a solution. Now, shortly after this, a few months after my father's death, on September 3rd, we discovered that one Mr. Srinivas Reddy had died. Okay? Now, this Srinivas Reddy happens to be a relative of another person who has been extensively investigated on this crime. He apparently died, according to the news, that because of consuming organophosphorus compound, Senegagulikelu. Okay? But on his body, after his death, there were 2 different letters. Okay? Letters addressed to the Chief Minister of the state of Andhra Pradesh, letters addressed to another letter addressed to multiple people who are leaders in the place where we come from, Pulvendula, with various requests and telling that he is not involved in this crime. But on this letter was an additional writing, as you can see highlighted here, which is of a different handwriting compared to the body of the letter, blaming an inspector for the cause of his death. Now, this inspector happens to be one of the inspectors who was investigating this crime. Okay? Following his death, when the postmortem was done, in the postmortem report, There was no contents in the stomach. That could have been just because of the washing of the stomach. But there was also blood between the liver and the right kidney. A hematoma was described. Me being a doctor myself, I can understand that you don't get blood between the liver and the kidney by consuming poison. It does not happen. There has to be a trauma. So how can a person who is consumed poison have trauma? So that led to my suspicion that this is a murder, as has been represented in my court petition as well. Okay, and I believe that this suspicious death, which is potentially a murder, is linked to my father's murder, Mr. Y.S. Vivekananda Reddy's murder, because there seems to be a common modus operandi, in the sense that there was letter found near my father's body as well as in this, both putting responsibility on different people. And in this case, the person has written that the inspector is responsible for the death. Okay. There's a lot of reasoning given as to why Mr. Y.S. Vivekananda in this case has not been solved. The crime scene has been cleaned up, so there was no evidence left and so on. But this was a clear-cut case that was in front of our eyes, and this death is still unsolved mystery. I fear that how many more witnesses may die from various causes or may be hurt from various reasons. The longer the